Hey guys, Jeff with Westcott Designs. So in the previous video we showed you, we went over the measurements with the stock wheels. I guess it doesn't really matter if it's stock wheels or not, it's still going to come in the same height, but we took our measurements from the center of the axle here to the bottom end to the wheel well here. So we were 24 3/4 there. Same thing up here, we're 24.5. So we're obviously a little bit lower in the front than we are the back by 1/4 inch. I know perception in the video probably makes it look like the front wheel well is taller than the back, and really by measurements it's not. So just letting everybody know that ahead of time, because I know someone will comment, so it's too high. You know, hey, it's still taller in the back of the car. We put a couple different sets of tires on this truck, and we wanted to just test for factory fitment on the factory wheel. A lot of guys say, hey, can this tire run on my truck? Can this tire run on my truck? And in some cases, yes, in some cases, no. So what we did is we put a set of Toyo Open Countries AT2s on this. We had them on hand, so we thought it'd be best. We've got a flyover here, checking out what we got going on here. But anyways, back to this. AT2s, this is a 35 12.5 by 18, or excuse me, by 20. This is the factory charity wheel and a 20-inch. So it works great. No wheel spacer in the back. In the front up here, we actually ran a 3mm spacer in the front of this truck. And the reason we did this, at full steering lock on this truck, when it was all the way turned at steering lock, it was just starting to touch the edge of the upper control arm as you're holding the steering wheel. The feathering of the tire was rubbing on the control arm, just lightly touching it. So we wanted to see, okay, at what thickness does it take for this tire not to rub at all? And for the consumer that says, hey, I want to run a larger tire, run a 35, but I don't want to run a 1.25 inch wheel spacer, what works really well? Amazon set of 3mm front wheel spacers work great. We actually made these in-house on our laser, so we didn't order them, we made them, obviously because we have the capability to do so, but we wanted to put on there what we knew would work. I'm going to show you a more aggressive tire on the other side of the truck. We live by the airport, if you can't hear the planes flying over. But anyways, another thing is we didn't cut the liner at all. We don't have any rubbing front or rear on this setup on a true 35 right here. We do pin back the fender liner here, back here. We put a bolt, there's actually a hole here in the fender, actually on the mount, and we actually are able to put a bolt or a fastener in here to pull this liner back into the fender here to clear from the corners of the tires. So it works really well. I mean, it actually looks factory, and that's the whole idea of when we're doing these trucks, we want them to look factory with our lift kit. So great, works good in the front, back, everything's good. No clearancing, no rubbing on the control arm, no loss of travel. I'll take you around the other side. I'll show you the other side. The other side of this truck, we actually put a 35 1250 on it. It's a Nitto Ridge, or this is the Trail Grappler. So it is a super aggressive sidewall on this truck. You can see the lugs on it. They're definitely stick out much farther on this. Same, so got that 3mm wheel spacer on it, so it works really well. We've got no rubbing, we've got plenty of room. We can actually, on this particular setup, we can actually put our finger just between the back of the ball joint and the back of the arm there. We've got no rubbing at full lock on the steering arm, or on the upper control arm now. We've got no rubbing in the fender liner, front or rear on this setup. It's because the offset, if you look at the offset maybe from the front or from the corner there, it really doesn't stick out too far. We haven't done an alignment on this truck yet, but there's definitely plenty of room to have it adjusted in the center of the wheel with the cam adjusters on the bottom. Obviously there's plenty of adjustments still that we have to do that. Obviously the measurements are the same all the way around. This truck drives really nice. Now with our preload collar that we obviously have patent pending on it for this truck. This isn't limited. It does not have the airbags in the back, so it does have the spring in the back with the shock, and this has the Bilstein red sport shocks in it. So that's what comes on this particular truck. So we have the collar kit we'll release here in the next 3 weeks for this truck as well. So if you're interested in that for your truck, and obviously you want to go up larger than that, you can go up to 37s, but 35s work really well with this setup here. So we want to share that with you. I hope you enjoy it, and comment if there's anything you would like to know or anything else. But we're trying to get these videos set up for you guys, so you don't have to ask, hey, will this fit, will this work? you can watch the videos and we can get it all dialed in for you. So again, please follow us or please subscribe, and hope you enjoy our video. Thanks so much.